All right, hello everyone, this is Mr. Courage. I'm going to do some geometry problems here. These are from page 624, and these are the problems we did in class. So number 2 says find the arc length. So we're trying to find this arc length right here, and the formula for the arc would be the formula for the circumference, 2 pi r, but we're cutting it off and we only have part of the arc, part of the circumference, so we're multiplying it by this fraction right here. So it is 2 times pi, radius is 4 times 83 divided by 360, and the arc is 5.79, and the unit here is centimeters. So this gives us the circumference. We only want part of the circumference. I like to think of this as c times a percent. So the circumference times part of it, 5.79. Number 3, we're asked to find the circumference here. And the circumference is equal to 2 pi r. However, we don't have a radius here. So the way we got around doing these problems is to say that this arc is part of the circumference, just like this theta is part of 360. So the arc is part of the whole circumference. That's part of the 360. So the arc is 8. Circumference we don't know, so we're going to put an x there. But we do know the 48, and we do know the 360. We can cross multiply and divide. That's 48x. That's 8 times 360. So 8 times 360 divided by 48. I can do it all in one step, and we have 60. And it's in inches again, because it's a length measurement. All right, number 5, asked to find the area of here. Well, it's the same concept over here, that we're going to take the area and multiply it by a percentage. Well, so that sector is the area of a circle, which would be pi r squared times 100 over 360. One step on your calculator, pi times 12 squared times 100 divided by 360, 125.66, but now we're into units squared. All right, number 14, we're trying to find this leftover area outside of these two white circles, and what I'm seeing here is we take the big circle and then we cut out two small circles. So there's my notation, right? If I find the big circle and then I take away these two small circles, I'll have it. So what's the area of the big circle? Well, that would be pi times the radius. And what you have to see here is this is 3, so it's 3 and 3. So the radius of the big one is 6 squared, minus a small circle is just pi r squared, minus pi r squared. So what do we have? 36 pi minus 9 pi minus another 9 pi. And I have an area of about 56.55. Did they give us? Oh, they give us meters in the book, so meters squared. All right, and going on further. Number 1, find the volume of this pentagonal prism or hexagon. So we're going to do the volume is equal to the base times the height. Volume, well, what's this base? Well, the base is a regular hexagon, so it's 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter times the height of 15. So there's my height, and I have to figure out this part of the apothem right here. This is the apothem, or sorry, this is the whole regular hexagon. Let me just draw you a picture of what we're looking at here. We have to put the area of this right here. It's 1/2. Now, when they tell me this is 8, I can put 4 and 4 right here. So actually, I know this perimeter, right? The formula here is 1/2 a times perimeter. I do know the perimeter. It would be 8, it'd be 8 times 6, it'd be 48. So this perimeter here is 48. That's 48. Now, what's the apothem? Well, if this is 4, and I draw this triangle, this makes a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So this is 4, and this is 4 roots of 3. So 4 roots of 3. Formula is 0.5 for a half times 4 roots of 3 times 48 for a perimeter times a height of 15.5, and it is 2577.29. Did they give us any units on here? Let me check. Meters cubed. All right, number 2 is a sphere, and we're asked to find the volume. Volume equals 4 pi r. Well, they're showing me the diameter, so the radius would be 3.2 divided by 2, 1.6 squared cubed divided by 3. Formula 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. 4 pi times r divided by 3. Oops, 1, 6. And that is in feet cubed. All right, a cone. Well, same thing. Volume equals base, which is pi r squared, times height divided by 3. Volume equals, let's do this all on my calculator. They have it all set up for me. Volume equals pi times r squared would be 6 squared times a height of 10 divided by 3, and I'm at 376.99 centimeters cubed. And last but not least, we have a cylinder. There's my formula. Whoops, not going to divide this by 3. The volume is equal to the base formula, which was pi r squared times the height. 500. So volume, pi is pi, radius is 7.5 divided by 2, 3.75, squared times the height. So let me see, I take 500, divide it by pi, then divide it by 3.75, and divide it by another 3.75, because we're dividing by 3.75 twice because it's squared. So that height is 11.32. Show you another way to do it. You could just do 500 divided by pi, or let's divide it by this whole, watch the denominator, pi and 3.75 squared. You could just do it all in one step like that, but a lot of times I'll just break it up like that, and there's your height. And what's the height in units? Do they give us units? Sure, it's centimeters. All right, that's how you do all of them. Hope this helps you prepare for your test.